Welcome, young scientists, to the fascinating world of photosynthesis. Today, we'll embark on a journey to discover how plants harness the power of light to create energy and sustain life on Earth. Get ready to be amazed by the incredible process that fuels our planet's ecosystems.
In this presentation, we'll cover the following key topics. First, we'll start with an introduction to photosynthesis, understanding its significance in the grand scheme of life. Next, we'll take a look at the timeline of photosynthesis, tracing its evolution through the ages. Then, we'll dive into the heart of the matter, exploring the intricate process of photosynthesis itself. We'll see how plants harness sunlight, capturing its energy for their own use. We'll also witness how this energy is transformed into usable forms, fueling growth and development. We'll meet the diverse range of photosynthetic organisms that contribute to this vital process. And finally, we'll reflect on the profound importance of photosynthesis for our planet and all its inhabitants. Get ready for an exciting adventure into the world of photosynthesis.
Photosynthesis, the word's origin. Let's start by understanding the word itself. Photosynthesis comes from Greek. Photo means light. Synthesis means composition or putting together. So, photosynthesis literally means putting together with light.
Chronology of photosynthesis discoveries. Let's take a journey through time to see how our understanding of photosynthesis has evolved. Then, in the year 1779, we got the first description of photosynthesis itself. It was recognized that green plants take in carbon dioxide and release oxygen, along with the formation of glucose and water. Scientists discovered oxygen and its connection to the vital air released by plants. The year 1845 brought the first theory of photosynthetic metabolism, suggesting that plants convert light into chemical energy. In 1854, chlorophyll was identified as the key pigment responsible for capturing light energy for photosynthesis. And finally, by 1896, photosynthesis was firmly established as the fundamental biochemical process that sustains life on Earth.
Photosynthesis, the chemical process. Now, let's get to the heart of it. What exactly is photosynthesis? In simple terms, it's a chemical process that transforms inorganic matter into organic matter, using the energy from sunlight. Look at the equation on the slide. It shows us the key ingredients and the amazing products of this process. Plants take in carbon dioxide, CO2, from the air and water, H2O, from the soil. Using the energy from sunlight, they convert these simple molecules into glucose, C6H12O6, a type of sugar that's their food source. And as a byproduct, they release oxygen, O2, into the atmosphere, the very air we breathe. Harnessing sunlight. The first step in photosynthesis is capturing the energy from sunlight. Let's see how plants do this. Light capture. Special pigments like chlorophyll, which give plants their green color, absorb light energy. This energizes electrons within the photosystems, tiny structures inside plant cells. ATP generation. These energized electrons create a flow, like a tiny electric current. This flow powers the production of ATP, a molecule that stores chemical energy. NADP production. Another stream of electrons is used to create NAV, another energy carrier molecule. Think of it like a tiny delivery truck, carrying both energy and electrons to where they're needed. Oxygen release. As part of this process, water molecules are split. This releases oxygen gas, which is essential for us to breathe. It's like plants are giving us a gift with every breath we take.
Transforming energy. We've seen how plants capture sunlight, but how do they turn that energy into food? That's where the second stage of photosynthesis comes in, transforming energy. This stage is called the Calvin cycle, and it happens in a different part of the plant cell. Let's break down the key steps. Co2-capture. An amazing enzyme called Rubisco grabs carbon dioxide from the air and attaches it to other molecules, starting the process of building sugars. Sugar formation. Those molecules are then transformed into sugars, using the energy stored in ATP and NAD from the first stage. It's like using building blocks and energy to construct a delicious treat. Rubisco regeneration. Some of the molecules are recycled to help Rubisco keep capturing more carbon dioxide. It's like resetting the machine for the next batch. Ready for new cycles. The cycle repeats, creating more and more sugars and keeping the process going. It's a continuous loop, powered by sunlight.
Graphic summary. Let's take a look at this helpful diagram to see how all the pieces of photosynthesis fit together. We can see the whole process happening inside a plant cell. On the left, we have sunlight and water entering the cell. Inside the cell, there are special structures called thylakoids stacked together in grana. This is where the first stage of photosynthesis happens, capturing sunlight's energy. You can see the light energy being used to create ATP and NAD, our energy carriers. Oxygen is also released as a byproduct. On the right, we have carbon dioxide entering the cell. It goes into the stroma, the fluid-filled space surrounding the thylakoids. This is where the Calvin cycle takes place, using the energy from ATP and NAD to convert carbon dioxide into glucose, the plant's food. So, this diagram shows us the beautiful dance of energy and matter that is photosynthesis. Photosynthetic organisms. Photosynthesis isn't just for plants. Let's meet some of the other amazing organisms that can harness sunlight to create their own food. Microalgae. These tiny powerhouses are the primary producers of oxygen on Earth. They also form the base of aquatic food webs, feeding countless creatures in our oceans, lakes, and rivers. Plants, of course, we can't forget about plants. They're the primary photosynthetic organisms on land, providing food and oxygen for us and countless other animals. They also play a crucial role in regulating the climate. Macroalgae, also known as seaweed. These larger algae provide habitat and food for various marine organisms. They also contribute to the ecological balance of our oceans. Bacteria. Some types of bacteria, called cyanobacteria, can also perform photosynthesis. They've been doing it for billions of years and played a key role in shaping the Earth's atmosphere. It's amazing to see how diverse the world of photosynthetic organisms is. Importance. Photosynthesis is truly the foundation of life as we know it. Let's explore why it's so incredibly important. Vital energy source. photosynthesis converts sunlight into chemical energy stored in glucose. This energy nourishes plants and forms the basis of food webs, providing sustenance for almost all living things on Earth. Oxygen production. As a byproduct of photosynthesis, plants and other photosynthetic organisms release oxygen into the atmosphere. This oxygen is what we and most other living beings need to breathe and survive. Climate regulation. Photosynthesis plays a crucial role in regulating the Earth's climate. By absorbing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, it helps to control the greenhouse effect and mitigate climate change. Without photosynthesis, our planet would be a very different place: no food, no oxygen, and a much harsher climate. It's a process we should all appreciate and protect.